a VP of operations. That's what is going to resolve the problem, and I'm going to have my baby. But I was not letting go of one of my beliefs, which is I need to make sure that everything is right, and I'm going to do it. And it took, thanks God, I have the best coach in the world, and he will coach me through my limited belief, but I don't listen to him. So it took it took having a conversation with one of our mentors, who pretty much say the same thing that David said.
I had to call one of my buddies and be like, hey man, here's the deal. And I've already told her all this stuff. If you probably tell her the same thing, she'll probably listen to it. And then we got on the phone to him. She's like, man, what a breakthrough. So I can't believe it. I was like, yeah, he's really good.
So he's like, well, what if you don't need to find a VP of operations or replace yourself? What if it's within your team? And I'm like, oh. And I let go of a very particular way of doing the preparation to have a baby. I let go. I didn't know what was going to happen. I got pregnant. I have my baby.
Yeah, and the signs were so clear. Like, we hired one director of operations.
And then, yeah.
Didn't work out. Hired another director of operations. Didn't work out. Hired another director of operations. Didn't work out. And so then we started getting panicky. By we, I mean Carol. Because it was like, hey, the baby's coming now. We don't have anyone to run the business. And it all started with this false belief of, I can't do the business and the baby at the same time. And so when our mentor masterfully coached Carol through this, he helped her see that maybe she could, she still wanted to do the business. The business was the other baby. She didn't even want to abandon the business. She loves the business, right? But it was just this false belief that I can't do both. I won't be a good mom if I'm doing the business, right? And so he pointed out, well, what if you could still do the things you love about the business? And maybe you don't need someone to replace you fully, which is why it hasn't worked out yet. And you can still have the baby. So she made a new decision. She was like, I can have the baby, I can have the business,
I can have it all.
And I can have it all.
Yeah.
And literally within a week, it's hard for me to say this because the team's always been great. They became excellent within a week. They took over everything from Carol. And there's this weird time space thing because like 4 weeks before we had hired this brand new project manager. So it was almost like life knew that it was coming. You ever have that happen where you're like, how did this work out perfectly now? Like that thing happened a month ago. How did it even right? And it was one of those things. As a result of letting go of two things, the scarcity mindset that it's either or, and I have to control everything if it's going to be done well.
Yep.
But that was scary because Carol had built this whole business on controlling everything herself and saw the evidence that it was done well. I mean, there was a lot of evidence. There was $20 million of evidence, right? And so that's what we're talking about, where it's like, yes, but at some point, it's not working. And you have to acknowledge it's not working. And the way to get it working again is to identify what it is that's inside of you or that you're holding on to because it's helped you get to where you're at, but it's going to hold you back from getting where you are.
And they go.
Always the same. It's always the same time.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I mean that was like the final thing that happened to me that I go, oh wow, that's how it works. I just focus on my vision. I drop resistance and I let go. And that's what I want to pass on to you, those three things: vision, drop resistance, let go, because that's when magic starts to happen. If you start calculating everything around your life vision is flow. It cannot be put into a box. So let go and let life do its thing, because it's going to bring the resources that you need to make it happen. And another thing, you're not going to do it alone. You're not going to go and consume a whole book so then you can come with the perfect plan to execute on your life vision. You need community. You need people like you that are going to encourage you to do it. We have our legends here, my beautiful legends, and it's about the community. They support each other. When some legends are on their down, then they are the other ones saying, no, but I see who you are and who you're capable of being. And I'm here to support you. And you guys need this because we live in a very lonely, selfish world. Everybody's in it for what's in it for me. And we need to stay together. and trust your life vision, because you guys are going to impact so many people's life, and we cannot do it alone. You cannot do it alone. So make sure that you stick in a community that is going to support your life vision and make up.
Thank you. Awesome.
Thank you.
No, you can go and get them into the exercise. So we're going to go to the first of a couple of exercises. This is the spiritual vision exercise. So I believe it's on page 51 to 63 in the book. And you're going to look at what's your stand, right?
What is it that you stand for in the world? What is it that you believe? What